Hi. Before we dive into the detail of the course, I just want to give you a glimpse at what is possible using AI. So I have just written a bunch of text here. As you can see, close-up of an Indian tiger's face, majestic, powerful, fierce, dense jungle, early morning, telephoto lens and stuff like that, right? And I'll just click on create. So I just need to wait for a few seconds. And we got the image of the tiger, right? Super realistic, right? Just like some photographer of National Geographic channel in this pics, right? So with this text itself, I can create this kind of image and it is absolutely free, right? And writing this kind of text, which is called prompt, is also called prompt engineering. Okay, so in this course, we are going to completely demystify that how the prompt engineering works and how you can write very good prompt for your images. And what are the different tools and what are the different techniques that we can use in DALL-E image editor to create some stunning images, right? So all these things we are going to discuss as part of this course. But before we dive in, I just want to let you know that the world of DALL-E and AI art is constantly evolving. But do not worry, I'll be updating this course regularly with the latest capabilities and the tools, so you can always stay on top of the latest trends and techniques. But if you ever have any questions and want to know more about a specific tool or technique, please do not hesitate to reach out to me directly. I'm always happy to help, and I will do the research and do any necessary lectures and add it to the course. Remember, we all are in this together as a community of learners and creators. By sharing our knowledge and expertise, we can all become better artists and push the boundaries of what's possible using the AI art. With that thought in mind, let's dive into the course. So what is DALL-E 2? DALL-E 2 is an AI system, that means artificial intelligence system, that can create realistic images and art from a description in the natural language. That means if you describe something in English, it can create a picture for you. It can create a photo for you, right? So only thing which limits it is the imagination, right? Whatever you can imagine, it can create. That's what it suggests. So we can try it and see how does it work. So I will show you some of the samples. So these are some of the pictures which are created by DALL-E 2, right? Looks very natural and very realistic, right? So we need to understand what kind of prompt we need to provide to create this kind of picture. So when you say prompt, that means what instruction you will give to the AI system so that it can produce this kind of images, right? So this is all about experiment. You know, how much ever experiment you will do, you will figure out that what is the AI system understanding and how it is creating different kind of pictures, right? So in this course, we are going to do many experiments, and please join me and do your experiments as well so that you can understand DALL-E 2 in a better way. The best way to learn something is to do experiment, fail, try again, and then succeed, right? And you will learn the things that nobody can teach you in that way, right? So let's join in and let's do it together. So the next question comes that how do I access DALL-E 2, right? So I'm already in DALL-E 2 website. I'll just show you how to come here. So you can go to openai.com, and I think you all are aware by this time that OpenAI is the company who has created all these AI products, right? So if you're not aware, so this is news for you. So OpenAI is the company where there are a lot of investment from Microsoft who has developed this. That's why in Microsoft Bing, the search engine, also you will find all this AI related features, right? Okay, so coming back to our topic, so this is openai.com, and now if you click on this product, you will see that here you have ChatGPT, GPT-4 and DALL-E 2. So we are not discussing about ChatGPT and GPT-4 at this point of time, but if you are interested, please do let me know. We have a course as well for that, right? Let's go to DALL-E 2, just click on that and you land into this website, which is DALL-E 2. So now you can click on try DALL-E, right? So if I click on that, you'll go to the next page where it will tell you to log in, right? If you already have an account, you can just log in. If you do not have an account, just sign up. I will just continue with Google, right? So once you log in, you will see this kind of an interface. So here the history is there. That means whatever the previous images you have generated, you'll find it here. This is a collection that you can have a folder kind of structure and get some favorite collections and create a new collection and keep your creations here. Then I'll go back to DALL-E. Yeah. And then here you have the credits, that how many pictures you can generate with this. So there is a limitation, you cannot generate unlimited pictures. I'll tell you about this as well. So this is an open editor, we will go through this as well. And here you can go to different announcement, then you can join the OpenAI Discord server as well here. And these are more about the APIs. So if somebody want to use DALL-E in their own way, then they can actually use these APIs and create their own application or own services on top of DALL-E, right? And the main thing is this, where you will write the prompt. So when I say prompt, it means in a plain simple English, you will write something that you want to create, and the imagination will be transferred to a picture by DALL-E 2. Okay, these are some of the images, and there are also, they have given what is the prompt used or what is a text used to create this, right? So this is a 3D render of a cute tropical fish in an aquarium on a dark blue background with a digital art. So it clearly says that what it is, right? So these kind of prompts, if we use, we can create this kind of pictures, right? So here you have surprise me button, and once you click here, it will just pull out a random prompt, and with that prompt you can generate the images and see how it does work. So it's kind of a demo of DALL-E 2. You also have an option to upload an image and create variations. Let's see, I'm uploading one image from my system. Okay, so it asked me, do I want to edit the image or do I want to generate variations? Let's generate variations and see what kind of variations it can generate. So it is trying to generate. Okay, so you might face a case where the server is overloaded and you will not be able to generate any kind of images. This happens. So what you can do is that you can wait for some time or you can retry. Okay, let's retry. So now it has generated variations. So this is the original, and this says that these are all the variations, right? So even if it doesn't do a great job, but actually you got an idea that how this variation happens, right? So you can take any image and try to do that. And after that you can download this image, and you can even look for some variations. You can edit as well. I hope you got a fair understanding about how does it work, what are the different interface options you have. Let's meet in the next lecture to understand more about DALL-E 2. So now let's have a look at the main part of DALL-E 2, which is creating the images from a text description, or we call it the prompt, right? So I have tried creating few images based on a prompt. So let's have a look at that, and we'll also see what are the prompts I have given, right? So I'll go to the history, and as you can see, these are the 4 images which I've created, and these 4 images are created from the same prompt. Whenever you give a description to DALL-E, it will create 4 variations by default, and if you want to create more variations of one picture, again you can do that subsequently. But remember that your credits will reduce with that. Okay, we'll talk about credits maybe in the next lecture, but let's understand the prompt now. So here, if you look at the prompt, is that a young woman with curly hair and bright smile, wearing a green dress and standing in the park surrounded by trees and flowers. She should have a friendly demeanor and be looking towards the camera. See, we have given a lot of description about it. Almost we are as detailed as possible, right? So that's the key. So here we have used lot of nouns, lot of adjectives and few verbs to describe what I want to create, right? So always remember that you have to put lot of adjectives, because adjectives are basically called describing words, right? So if you want to describe something, put those adjectives into your description, and for the object you can add the noun, and if you want that object to do something, then you can add the verb for that, right? So this is kind of a rough combination that you should check when you are creating a prompt. So now I think you have a fair idea that how to create a prompt. I will give you a proper format to create a prompt, and obviously your imagination is the limit or your creativity is the limit, right? But I will give you a format so that you can get started with and keep adding your imagination and your creativity. Okay, so before that, let's go through this picture. So this is one picture which got created with this prompt, and similarly this is the second picture, same prompt, this is the second picture, same prompt, this is the third picture. Here you can clearly see that the eye is distorted, right? And in this picture also, this picture looks good, but here also the eye is little distorted. Okay, even if you go to other pictures also, the eyes are little distorted, but in first two pictures you cannot identify mostly because of the maybe the bright smile. The immediately our vision doesn't go to the distorted eye, right? But the last two pictures you can very clearly see that that eyes are little distorted. Why I told you this, because this is the current limitation. I'm pretty much sure that with time they will improve on this, and you'll be able to see the better pictures. Here hands are also distorted, right? So I think along with time you'll be able to see much more improvement on this AI models, and you will be able to see better pictures, right? So since we're talking about a limitation, so I'll just go to the Microsoft Bing's image creator. So this is also powered by DALL-E. I will talk about this in little detail after some time, because this is related to DALL-E, but this is like the application of DALL-E, right? We discussed about that using the API you can use DALL-E as your backend assistant and then create a tool on top of that, right? So this is something like that. But yeah, I will come to this little later. We'll explore this as well. But here I just wanted to show you that what are the different limitations. A text may not look quite right. The faces and hands can look distorted. Okay, so they're saying faces, but with my experience I see it is mostly eyes, and sometimes the system might misinterpret your prompt. Yeah, this is quite possible. Okay, so these are basically the limitations. Now see that what is the format of the prompt, what kind of basic format you can use. So the format goes like this. You have to tell the adjective, the noun, the verb, and the style. Okay, something like fuzzy creature wearing sunglasses, style is digital art, right? Now you got a framework, right? So within this framework you can add different kind of adjectives, different nouns, verbs, and in fact you can change the styles to get different kind of outputs what suits your requirement. Let's take some examples. So let's type fuzzy creature wearing sunglasses and digital art, and let's click on generate. It will analyze the text and it will take some time to generate that. Okay, so let's wait for that till the time it is generating. So now we have the result here, right? So there are 4 variations it has provided, and the pictures are okay. I'll not say great, but yeah, it has interpreted. So this is the first pic, and this is the second one, this is the third one, and this is the fourth one, right? So I think fourth one is something okay, we can use it. So this is how it will generate based on your prompt, right? I hope you got a good idea, right? Now let's play around with the prompt and see that how we can create different kind of art. So instead of digital art, now I will say the style is pencil art. Okay, now let's click on generate. So now it will interpret the prompt again. The beginning part is all same, right? Only the last part we have changed. So let's see how does it interpret and generate the picture. Yeah, so now we have the picture. So as you can see here, the prompt has changed and the picture also has changed to pencil art. The pictures are not that usable, I would say, but yeah, still okay. Our main experiment here is that based on my prompt, is it changing the picture and it is aligning to the prompt or not? So that is what it is doing. You know, only with the time the things will get refined, and as we do more experiments as user of DALL-E also, we'll understand what prompt is interpreted in which way and what kind of images are generated. I hope now you got a picture that how to create a prompt and work with it, right? And changing different kind of parts of the prompt and you will get a different kind of result. So keep our framework in mind and then try modifying different things in the framework and you will get the required output that you want. I hope this part is clear now. Let's move on to the next lecture to understand more about DALL-E. Thank you. Hi, welcome back to this lecture, and here we're going to see the example of the prompts. Okay, I know that we understood what is the formula of a prompt, what we can play around with, but we still need more examples to make sure that we understand things properly, right? So I will give you some resources where you can see that what different kind of prompts you can use in DALL-E 2 and generate the images. Why I'm saying this? Because there are a lot of resources on the internet and that will be quite a overwhelming experience, right? So where to get started? So this is the answer to the question, that you should start here, understand things, explore, experiment things, and then proceed with the next step. So now I'm into the help section of OpenAI, specifically or DALL-E, and it says that how can I improve my prompts with DALL-E 2, right? So this is official information. So you have a DALL-E 2 prompt book. Okay, so if I click on this, it takes me to a website where the website is DALL-E.gallery, right? So this is a very good website I found, because there are a lot of resources and everything is free. And here you can see that this is version 1.0. This is a complete book. You know, you can download the whole book in the PDF version, and also you can see the book in the web version as well, right? So I have just downloaded the prompt book, the PDF version, and here you can see that this is version 1.01. so once it gets updated, you will have more prompts and more ideas. But yeah, let's have a look at it. This is a table of content and this is very extensive, and you can see that whatever images they have used here also, that is kind of images which is being generated using the artificial intelligence or DALL-E 2. Okay, and here you look at, they are giving you many ideas, like how can you add more details to your prompt, like using different vibes, different photography styles, different illustration styles, different art history, and there are different type of 3D artwork that also you can add as a detail to your prompt, right? Along with that, they're discussing about some techniques also. We have discussed that in our course. Plus there are some additional techniques if you want to understand, if you want to go to an advanced mode, please do check it out. It has an extensive information and it is very helpful. Yeah, so before we proceed, I just want to keep this point very clear. You know, what this book says, just have a look at it. DALL-E 2 is not explicitly been taught anything. So it has just studied 650 million images and captions and left to draw its own conclusion. That is why we call artificial intelligence, right? It draws its own intelligence. That's why there cannot be a regular manual based on the functionality that the developers intentionally programmed in. Even the creator of DALL-E cannot be sure where DALL-E has or has not learned, or what it thinks different phrases mean. Instead, we have to discover what DALL-E is capable of and how it reacts. This document is a start. What a wonderful thing, right? So that's why I keep telling you, you do your experiment, you understand what DALL-E thinks with what word, and then generate your images. You know, you need to understand the system. We cannot give you a very definitive manual, but you need to understand the system and proceed from there. Okay, so let's look at some of the pictures here. So this is a good picture. This is also a good picture, right? This picture in fact is being generated using prompt at DALL-E 2, right? So let's pick this prompt. I'll just copy this prompt and let me go to DALL-E. This is something I have created some time back. Anyways, let's go back and I'll say generate. Yeah, it has generated images, right? And this one looks okay. This is actually good. We can use it in our artwork, in our books, in our movie, anywhere, right? This is also okay. I'll not say good. This part is little distorted. And this is also good actually. I can use it for our normal purpose, right? So this was my attempt to give you an idea about how to use DALL-E 2 and what resource you need to start with, right? So I hope this is helpful. This is just a beginning, as I told, and please do go through this document, download this for your referral during the course and going ahead as well. I hope this is helpful. Please stay tuned for the next lecture. Thank you. So now let's see how the credit system works in DALL-E. Okay, so if you click on the profile, you will see how much credit you have remaining. So I have just 1 credit remaining. Let's click on that. And now you move to this part where you see that how many credits left and you can buy credits from here. Let's click on that. So buying credit is always in a bunch of 115 credits which cost $15. So I do not have an option to write in half or something. If I write 1.5, it doesn't take. Okay, so I have to always buy 1 or 2 bundles. So 2 bundles is 30 USD and 230 credits. And as we know, with 1 credit we can generate 4 variations of a picture, right? And you can use all of them. Okay, so this is all about the pricing part. Now let's see that how many credits we'll get every month, or it's like once time, all those aspects, right? So learn more about credits here. So now if you look at, so you can read through this, what are DALL-E credits and all, but I'll just come to this part. How many free credits do I get? So you get 15 free credits that replenish monthly. For example, if you signed up on 3rd August, your free credits will refill on September 3rd. So within 1 month you get 15 credits. Once it's over, if you want to generate more images, then you have to buy credits. Okay. And one more thing to note is that what are the difference between free and the paid credits. So free credits expires every month after they were granted, but the paid credits expires in 12 months. But the good part is that you are currently get the same set of rights, that means including the commercial uses, regardless of whether the images are generated through the free credit or paid credit. So that is good. That means irrespective of how do you get the credit, the image that you generate you can use for your commercial purpose also. You need not to pay anything extra if you have generated it to the free credits, right? If you want to understand more, you can go through this page and read more about credit system. You have an access to the help also. If you click on here, you can actually put a question here and you'll get a response. I hope you got a picture now that how the credit system works and what is a free credit, how to buy credit. All these questions I think is answered now. So that's all for this lecture. Let's meet in the next lecture to understand more about DALL-E. Thank you. Hi, welcome to this lecture, and in this lecture we'll just play around with the erase tool of DALL-E 2. We will just try to do some experiment with this picture and see if the magic happens. Okay, so I'm downloading this picture from Pexel and I'll get it in 1024 by 1024 size. Now I'm download this size and upload the actual image, which is 1024 by 1024. See, so I got the image. Now I'll say edit, and here what I will say is that I will just try to see how this person will look like in a traditional Indian dress, let's say kurta pajama. Okay, so I'll just choose the dress, the area, just try to be as precise as possible near the edges, but make sure that you choose the whole part where you want the replacement to be done. Okay, so now I'll give a prompt here. A young man wearing kurta and pajama, which is the traditional Indian dress. Let's see how does the picture changes. Okay, let's add few more adjectives. I will say red kurta and white pajama. Okay, let's generate that. It's analyzing our prompt and trying to generate. I'll show you few other samples also I have created before. That also I'll show you. So now is the picture. Okay, so this is the original one. This is one, but this is not kurta pajama, but the attire has completely changed. This is again not kurta pajama. Yeah, so here it has tried changing the kurta pajama. So a red kurta, but pajama it has not changed. And this is somehow looks the combination of red and white, right? So look at this picture. This is very good, right? And you can actually see that, okay, how does the person look in this kind of attire. We have started with this picture and now we have this picture. It's magic, right? The benefit of this is that you can actually try out multiple clothes virtually and see that how does it look on you. So similarly, I have created this picture as well. So here the prompt was that a guy wearing yellow t-shirt and jeans. So I think for this it has not done a good job, but the last picture, if you see, this is kind of more close to the original picture it was, but the prompt actually worked here. So here it is yellow t-shirt and jeans, right? Similarly, I have few pictures, other pictures to show. So here I have given a prompt that a guy wearing casual cloth for party. So you can see that this is not that great, but yeah, this looks good. This is also okay. This also looks good. And this is more close to the original picture. I'll show you one more. So this is a variation again. This has also come out really nice. The original picture is this, okay, and this girl want to try some Western cloth. Okay, so I just gave that prompt, a young girl wearing Western clothes, and now you can see that how the picture has come up, right? Really nice, right? So this is the way we can use the erase tool of DALL-E 2 and do many more magic, right? This is just the starting point, or this is just my imagination. Whatever you can imagine, actually you can create that there, right? So I hope this functionality of DALL-E 2 is very clear. So try out yourself and see what kind of magic you can create. Thank you.